Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check.
First carry for James Conner. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Get ready.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Jackson, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hodge. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that up? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. He can run for it, and he will. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Mike, come on. Slam. Mike,
They'll run it here. This is James White. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Hodge, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch QB.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Golden Tate. This is taken at the 23. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down now, it's Connor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come get some.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Garoppolo. Moncrief brings it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And an alley to run. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Jackson. He completes it to Tate. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hodge. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Get the ball. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ertz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Oh, they'll run the option right. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is the blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Running on first down with Ware. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Spencer Ware, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now it's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with White. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On the return, it's Tate. A little juke. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check.
is way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come out here in the I. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
11. Check 49. Check 52.
On second down, they'll run with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6. Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Trying to lay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run the counter. Hodge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
White.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, we got four down. Hey, gun. Hey, 58 is a mic.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark, and the Bengals will get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180! I got you.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Charles, in this one...
Neck and neck. I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing